Finally got to use some of the Blue Devil head gasket repair stuff, the leave-in stuff. It was like just blue liquid. Follow the directions on the bottle. I don't know that it worked. It didn't stop the exhaust gases from bubbling in the coolant, but I took the old school stuff, the old brand. It's in the little glass bottles. It's got all like the copper and the metal and stuff in it, called Tune Up. I dumped that stuff in the cooling system because the customer was like, let's try something. I mean, I want to just throw the car away. If we can try something. It says that stuff is also leave-in material, so that's where we're going with it. Dumped it in the upper radiator hose and ran the vehicle for 20 minutes until it got the operating temperature, and then stuck a pressure gauge on it, coolant system pressure tester, and pressurized it to about 18-19 psi. And it says if you can't get the vehicle out on the road after dumping the stuff in it, then add a cooling system pressure tester to the system to indicate or to simulate higher pressure in the cooling system that you would see while driving, to help force the material from the head gasket sealer into the areas where it needs to be. So that's what we did. And then we did that, and then let it run for about 15 minutes under pressure, then shut it off right when it started to get a little hot, and went and just left it under pressure all day to keep pressure on those areas where that repair stuff is. And then hopefully by the end of today, or maybe even Monday, there will still be some pressure in the system indicating that it held some decent pressure. We'll see. So there's a first for everything, right? Trying to find the right adapter, oil filter adapter size to go into the relocation kit for the Grand Marquis. I did the oil filter relocation kit. I got the base plate and everything set up, but I can't find the right adapter to go in the base plate for the oil filter, unfortunately. I'm trying to find a 13/16 by 16 on one side and a 13/16 by 16 on the other side. The one that I ordered that I thought was the right one was 13/16 by 16 on one side and M22 by 1.5 on the other side. I need 13/16 all the way across. I suppose, I hope the one that I ordered, or the one that MMR sent me, is going to be the right one. I hope anyway. I don't know. I'm sure hopeful. They know what they're doing, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be the right one. I'd like to get that car back on the road. I ended up buying the pinion depth gauge from a racing website for the 8.8s, so you don't have to go through and do the whole entire, put the carrier tube in and then measure from the carrier tube to the front of where the pinion needs to be. And this is a quick one, really quick. It does the same exact thing, except it's a lot cheaper. I only paid $60 for the tool, and it helps you gauge what size shim you should have on your pinion to set the depth, because I'm going to put a Ford Racing gear set and LSD in the Grand Marquis as well. Yes. It's going to be interesting when it's all said and done. I think I'm going to end up going with 373 gear set is where I'm going to go with it. 355. Maybe a 355. I'm not sure. I don't know where I'm going with it yet. I'm still trying to figure it all out, and I'm still uncertain. So, yeah, joy, right? Anyhow, I've had Top Gun reach out to me. They want me to try out their new Phoenix scan tool. It's their Pro, or it's a different Pro version. So I think I'm gonna try that. I like Top Gun's scan tools. Their handheld, their bi-directional scanners. They look like Ansel scanners, but I don't know. Maybe they're the same operating company, just different characteristics on how the company has them spec'd out. I'm not sure. The Lincoln, unfortunately, the Lincoln's got a misfire. I think something's wrong with one of the ignition coils. So I'm thinking about with the Lincoln just going through and just doing all the plugs and all the ignition coils, just freshen her up all the way across the board. I'm gonna start driving her. I'm gonna start driving the town car once the Grand Marquis done. I'm gonna bring the Grand Marquis home, and carcover.com, they reached out to me and they sent me a car cover for the Grand Marquis, and they said we'd love to give you guys some promotions and do business with you and stuff in the future. Carcover.com is they are like the premier car cover, exterior, interior, or indoor, outdoor car cover protecting company around. I think they're the largest, and I've got like an affiliate link and discount code stuff and all that, or at least I did. It's been a while since I had the car cover. I just need to do the review on it and get them on the map. That'll be good for people to have that option with discount code and everything else. I mean, they hooked me up. They sent me like a $300 some odd car cover for the Grand Marquis. I need to get one for the Lincoln next as well. So carcover.com, you check them out and we'll get your discount and stuff on that and get you guys hooked up. I appreciate you guys. I'm just gonna continue to mosey on up north, and just wanted to say good morning to you and talk a little bit. And yeah, thank you for being here. Remember, it's be kind to somebody. Don't be mean to them. Check on somebody you haven't checked on in a while. Hold the door for somebody. Smile at a stranger. Pay somebody a compliment. Those things matter. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all.